Welcome back to Sunrise Daily. We still have Garba Shehu, the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Publicity. It's in our Abuja studios. Mr. Garba, people are really concerned about the rules that have been set here by the presidency to look into this case of Babachir Lawal and Mr. OK, saying that we have a constitution in place and it is against the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for two rules to be applied in different cases. And as such, the president himself risked that chance of being impeached. How do you respond to that?
Well, in the first place, I don't believe that we have differential rules for anybody when it comes to these matters, especially the war against corruption. As I said earlier on, if there's anything that has settled this question, has settled the debate in favor of the government, it is this decision on the two senior officials of government. They have said it, that they were perhaps close to the president and there won't be a decision on this matter. Now, here is a decision. I think the best thing is then look forward, allow the due processes to take place, and investigation agencies, they conclude on these matters, and then they tell us which is the way forward. But certainly nothing is there to suggest that the rules are different for anybody. If you can do this to the number 3 official in the pecking order of the administration, suspend him and then take him out completely, it's unprecedented. It's a major milestone for the war against corruption.
Because following up on that, you know that people are also saying at the moment that if you say that institutions to fight graft can now move in, why then weren't they allowed to move in the first place? Why did the presidency have to set up that panel? Because the cases would have been concluded at that level even before the other agencies, the EFCC, for instance, can move in. What more can the EFCC do now that that presidential panel has concluded on this case?
The investigation panel and the presidential panel were moving at parallel lines. None was crossing the path of the other. If anything, they were to complement what the EFCC and others were doing. And I want to assure you that all of the reports are going to EFCC, and as an independent investigation agency, they will determine what it is that they will use and what it is that they will throw away. There's nothing that will suggest that it is different with the others.
Mr. Shehu, I'm sorry, I have to take you back again. Why was Mr. Lawal and Mr. OK sacked? Why were they sacked?
That is an administrative decision by the president, who employed Babachir Public Service, who employed both of them. And looking at the report, which I've told you I haven't seen myself, which would in due course probably come before you and all of Nigerians, he saw what was contained in the report and accepted the recommendations of this panel.
If we go by what you're saying, that means they were sacked based on allegations.
Based on the report that he has received.
The report is based on allegations as well?
Well, so long as it is not a judicial decision, then it is an allegation. And how many people have been sacked or suspended in this country? And they went on to challenge that in court. Who knows how this will pan out? Okay.
Mr. Shehu, is it possible for the government or for us to, separate ethics, morality, and legality from the mass of political issues for us to go? Is it possible to do that?
Well, I don't know whether this is a question that is an academic one. Life is a mixture of all of these elements that you put together. I don't want to get caught in some trap which I don't know.
We won't be setting a trap for you. But basically, is it possible to separate this war against corruption, to separate politics from this war against corruption?
Oh, absolutely, sir. There is absolutely nothing that mixes the two. The war against corruption is on a different track. It's not a political exercise. All of the things, all of the people who are being brought under the spotlight, Let me tell you, just a few weeks ago, one agency of government, Pt.5, moved into a 100-room hotel, seized from somebody who obviously stole money from government and put it up. 100-room hotel. Now it is serving as offices for a government agency. This is not a ruse. The facts are there. Money has been seized. Homes have been taken at home and abroad. And people continue to say this is politics. There's absolutely nothing like that.